Hello, everyone. Welcome. Yes, this time it's a little bit on time. Oh, but welcome. Oh shit, illumination. I thought I had a fix. Wait, 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 wait. Compensate. No, fuck it. All right, there we go. Anyways, welcome. So we're here to talk about this new cartridge. Yeah, I think we can name it cartridge. So you might be asking, well, why do we have to talk about this caliber if you already talk about calibers on past streams? Like, well, yes, but seeing all the weapons that are coming out from Modern Warfare and everything, I thought, I know that the weapon was on trial by the development of Modern Warfare 2, but I think it's important because we saw the LMG part of 6 Hour. The 238 Norma Magnum that they had, it was actually added to Modern Warfare 2019 late on the stages as the RAL LMG. So I think it's important to actually ask ourselves, is there going to be the M5 as because it's 2022? So, consequently, are we going to see this round have any place on Modern Warfare 2? The answer to that question is maybe. Maybe we're going to see it. Maybe we're going to see it on a DLC weapon with the RAL LMG, or is the RAL LMG going to be, added and then it's going to be the caliber changed to the 6.8x51 because in real life it has that conversion. But the question is, does it really have a place? Because you got to think about it. There's just two weapons that can actually fire it, and then other than that, like, how do you balance it? How do you balance a new cartridge that in real life was designed to penetrate armor because it was going very fast? It has a certain weight, but because that weight going that speed has 3,000, and then the crazy pressures that it has, like 80,000 psi. So how do you balance that on game, or how do you put it that it's not game breaking? You gotta balance it with other cartridges, like the either the 6.5 Creedmoor or the 6.5 PRC, even though that's for bolt action. But so I think the Creedmoor would be more fitful for it. You know, the Creedmoor having more range, having more speed, more accurate, stable flight, and the 6.8 just um, having more damage and a little bit more distance than a 308 rifle, and that will be the balance. But that's the only thing is the balancing issue because it can have its place, but the thing, like we were saying, is balance. How do you balance it if it's only going to be fired in one weapon primarily, and then the other one that is the LMG, you have it as a caliber conversion that it's less damage, less recoil, but an increased fire rate. So it'll be interesting to actually see if Infinity Ward actually adds this round or with the M5, or just goes and says, well, we're not adding this one to the caliber conversion of the RAL LMG. We're just going to make magazine size, 50, 200, and then just on the next one on Modern Warfare 3, we can add the M5 rifle now that it can have its proper place. Well, proper place because we don't know if it's going to be a DLC weapon for Modern Warfare 3 or is it going to be standard for it, or what other weapons can actually fire this round for a caliber conversion. And that's where it comes from. This, I think I'm going to propose it because you can actually add it as a DLC weapon. What other firearms can actually fire this round? Well, not certified, but it's actually possible because many manufacturers in real life have being questioned is like, okay, if you were going to adapt, then let us know which of the three proponents can actually uh, fire the round uh, for the military. Either SIG, True Velocity, or the one that it's polymer. What came out, it's more so the SIG. So many manufacturers that already have AR-10s that fire 308 says, oh, well, since it's a barrel change that SIG is saying, I think we can handle it, just different type of barrel, different type of material for the chamber. And yeah, you can actually fire it through our AR-10s in semi-automatic. The M110 semi-automatic sniper rifle system? Knights Armament said, hey, yeah, we can actually have it as a caliber conversion. It can be done. It's more so, are we willing to do it? That's in real life. But if it can be done, then you can just ask, have the barrel length featured on the since it's 16 inches for the Combat Carbine, just a 16-inch version of the M5 that is the Spear, the M6 Spear, 16-inch, and then you just transfer in a sense of way, the same values of the bullet to the gun. It's just more so the gun, since it's like direct impingement, it's going to have what, a little bit more pronounced recoil or less. Change a little bit of variables over there in order for the rifle to feel its caliber conversion has more potency and everything. So yeah, on that regard, that one can actually work. The rifle that I'm proposing, the CM901 for Infinity War 2, add to Modern Warfare 2, because it's the spirit. It literally in real life and in the game, it's the spirit of the gunsmith system of excuse me, of not only adjusting your rifle how you want, but also because of the caliber conversions that it has. So adding one that it is, instead of 308, the 6.8 by 51 millimeter of SIG as a caliber conversion, saying, hey, it's a little bit faster ADS, and yeah, and more damage, and having more distance, but it also has the recoil, and yeah, the recoil control, and the aim, well, not aiming stability, just the recoil control. Obviously it's going to impact because of the way that it is around, but at least you're going to have more distance. It's just the recoil that it's going to go crazy just because of the crazy pressures the round has. So on that sense of regard, let's put it this way: if the 308 in Modern Warfare 2 does 40 damage, this bullet would actually have either 42 to actually increase the damage, or you can actually make it 38. But because of the high velocity that it has and the accuracy on the first shot, it's actually like, it has a multiplier, like saying if it has a multiplier from the torso up of 1.2, and that creates more damage. And from CQB to mid range, and then from the headshot multiplier for it will only remain the headshot multiplier for the head on that round. So I think it would be more so for 38 damage against 40, just to balance thing out, because it has more range. It has, like, let's put that it has 30% more range than a 308. Obviously it goes faster, so the shot is faster, but because of the recoil impulse of the pressures, of the chamber pressures, you can actually say, oh, well, it's a little bit more recoil. You got your downsides, but you get the benefit of accuracy on your first few shots, and you kill fast. So it's like a 2-3 round burst that you can do. Obviously not a 3-round gun, but more so like a fully auto gun. It's just on the first 3 shots you still maintain accuracy in it, but it climbs after those 3 shots. It climbs up too much. So yeah, or you can say balance it with damage and less ammo on reserve instead of like they have right now with the Scar on Modern Warfare 2019 that you have 60 rounds, three extra max instead of just two. You can actually make it that, oh well, you changed into this one. Uh, you can put in less recoil, but or less recoil control and just have the one mag and two spares, and that's it. And with fully loaded, it's not going to be fully loaded. It's going to have one less magazine of fully loaded 308. Now, proper way of balancing. So in that regard, yeah, you can actually. It has its place. Can it be done? Can it be added for Infinity Ward for this game? Maybe through DLC. I think this round, because it's not only new and it's not only in a sense of way very, it has its own mystique because civilians haven't had their hands on it. It's too expensive. The rifle in real life, the M6 Spear, is $10,000. um the way that I saw that it was added in Battlefield 2042, I felt that it was more so that they did speculation out of all the information that it's not classified about it, and they just added certain values that I think don't match even the real round, because I don't see Sig and never saw Sig's Twitter, say, oh well, it looks familiar, but I never said that. I don't know. So until we have any information ab- about the rifle itself and the round itself, more so the round, because I think people are gonna grab in real life. Let's be honest. In real life, if this round can be made available to civilians through other companies besides SIG, you're gonna see people with their AR-10s have a barrel change, test it, um, have their notes and everything, and you're going to see more feedback. You're going to see more information. Infinity Ward can grab that information, can actually make it into the game in order for a DLC weapon as a caliber conversion. So on that regard, it's more so if SIG is willing to share all the classified data of this round to Infinity Ward for their caliber conversions of the 308 guns, it can actually be possible. And then you can actually see it, and then in game, and you can actually choose, do I want the 308 on my gun or sacrifice an attachment slot for a better caliber that has more accuracy, more damage down range, um, but obviously has more recoil after the first three shots in full auto. So it's more so a game of wait and see. Also, because we don't know anything about how the gunsmith is going to work in Modern Warfare 2, I think from this point onwards, anything of a speculation or proposal that we expect, we don't know how it's if it's going to be there or if it's not, or maybe what is going to is we gotta have to wait and see. What I think is going to happen is more so we're going to see in I think on if not July, we're going to see an alpha of the gunfight. I think we're going to see more so um, like a multiplayer reveal instead of the us waiting for the not for the trailer, for the beta. If we wait until the beta, it's going to be but I feel like there's going to be a multiplayer event. I really hope that I'm invited. I won't say shit until they tell me to. Um, but in order for us to get our hands on and say, hey, we're gonna showcase you this. You cannot say this, nor this, nor this. Sign this, and you gotta keep it quiet. And I think most of the COD developers have that, like they have in mind their briefing and everything, but they cannot say anything until clientele. So obviously, all the videos, it's more so, hey, it's around leaks, it's around speculation or what they actually want. It's like almost like they know the information, but in the sense of where they're telling the developers. Like I feel like from this system, we can evolve it from here, from there. Trying to say, hey, I like this, I didn't like that. If it's going to be like, you know, they're encoding, but we don't know until the multiplayer reveal. And I think that's going to come up here around July. The multiplayer reveal is going to be in July. There's going to be people invited to the event, and you're going to see them on the stream of the multiplayer event of them playing, checking out the attachments that are unlocked for certain guns, the perk system, everything. Like they're literally checking everything, even the operators, how they get their skins and everything, or which operators survive, if they survive all, because we never got a hint of which operators survive. We only know that Task Force 141 survived, you know, but to what extent? That's also something. So, does this round has going back to subject? Does this round has its place? Yes, yes, it can has its place, but is Infinity War going to add the round? Well, that's only a question that Infinity War can just answer by saying yes, no, or say maybe, because they want to add it with the MCX Spear, but until all the paperwork and all that, they cannot say. So it's only speculation. But until then, you just gotta sit down, relax, wait for the multiplayer reveal. I think they're gonna make a stream like in Modern Warfare 2019, and everybody's gonna have those videos, those content creators, those pro players are gonna be invited. Celebrities also invited, and they're gonna take vids, their stream or their recording and section it in order for them to actually showcase it on. But until then, stay safe, take care of yourself, your loved ones, and as always, doesn't show up, big trust.